What's up, guys? Welcome back to Daily Action Figure Reviews. A little bit of a different view for today. We're going to change views up throughout this however long process it takes to go through all the figures in my collection. So some days you may see me on camera, some days you may just see the figure in the backdrop. But for today, this is how we're going to do it. I got a brand new figure here for us to look at. We have got the Clone Wars Savage Opress, or Savage Opress, or however you want to say his name. I really don't know. A little bit of a glare there. Let's get a little bit of a look at this packaging. Cool looking figure. He's a big boy. Very big Darth Maul-esque figure. I can already tell you I don't like that lightsaber. It's not painted. It's just this nasty gray plastic. I don't like that. But a quick look at the packaging is we've got a nice big box here. Yellow colors for the Clone Wars. Side art's also very cool. We've got old Savage there looking like the big beast that he is. And in the back, you guys can go ahead and pause that and read the bio if you'd like. But there's that. This thing set me back a lot. Big Bad Toy Store. Yeah, they're getting a little crazy and a little nervous with all the tariffs. So it ended up costing me $42. The problem with them is they're actually doing it to in-stock items too. So no more Big Bad Toy Store until they decide to clean up their act for me. But let's get this guy cracked open. Let's take a look and see if he's worth the deluxe price point. All right, get him all out of the packaging. He's a big boy. This is a big figure. This kind of reminds me of the Malgus that we got a couple of years ago. I don't have him to compare him, but that's okay. Some interesting things with this guy. Good stuff, bad stuff. You know, it's a Black Series, so that's how it usually goes. We get you a look at him first. First and foremost, that head sculpt is great. They've taken basically a realistic style to an animated figure, if that makes sense. This is what Savage would look like to me if he was live action as opposed to being animation. That I like that they do that. I like that they take Clone Wars figures and give them more of an updated look to where they're going to fit in with your realistic style Black Series figures. So that looks cool. One wonky thing is these, you can see as I'm just barely touching it, these are wonky. This is much like the Clone Trooper, Stormtrooper armor, where the armor is hooked in by the actual arm itself. So it's like a ring. So these move around a little weird. Like you're lifting up his shoulder and it'll move this, but then you go back down and you got to kind of adjust it manually. So that's a little odd too. But overall, I mean, he's big. Like he's about a 7-inch figure. Like I said, he reminds me of Malgus. The paint overall, as you can tell, there is nice paint on this guy. It seems that Hasbro has gone route of if you want good paint, if you want detail, you need to pay deluxe price. That kind of looks like where we're at right now, which is unfortunate. But you can see the gunmetal grays, the scratches, the scuffs. We've got some nice kind of dark bluish. It's coming across as purple on the camera, but it's more of a grayish blue on his skirt there and his loincloth there. Nice yellowish on the hands and on the face. Looks very evil. One thing I wish they had done is included a secondary head sculpt with his horns kind of blown off. I think that would have solidified the deluxe price a little more. But overall, this thing's pretty cool. Let's take a look at the boots too. Very nice colors there. You can see more gunmetal. It's got basically steel toes on, which is cool too. Back of the figure also looks very nice and is painted well. There's no splotches or missteps at all on my copy. It looks really good. Articulation is also pretty good. He's got some good stuff going on with articulation. He looks up nicely, as you can see there. He looks down fairly nicely too. Does he have an ab crunch? He's got a pretty good ab crunch. Look at that. I mean, he can look all the way down. And then back, so that's nice too. You could probably heard that. There's a bit of an ab crunch down here in the waist, and then there's ab crunch where the actual ab would be as well. So you can see that that's also covered up. There's been some Black Series in the past where you would see the actual joint, but here they've covered it up with this black sort of belt across his stomach. So that covers that up really nicely. Arms, like I said, the armor is going to get out of the way, but it's just a little loose for me. I don't really much care for that. He does not have a bicep joint. Interesting. No bicep joint. His arms, however, will go slightly past 90. He's got a very prominent butterfly joint, as you can see there. Now, it is a little loose, so how well that's going to actually stay, I don't know. We'll find out. Hands are both on a ball joint. So again, it looks like that if we want something that every figure should be getting, including ball jointed hands, ball jointed wrists, detail, we're going to be paying the deluxe price. So nice that both wrists have the ball joint as well. Splits, no problem at all. He's got that down. He does not have a thigh swivel, but you will get a little bit right there, as you guys can see. As far as the knee goes, not bad. Slightly loose on my copy. Slightly. Not bad, though. It will stay. And typical rockers and up and down. Down's really good. Up is not great because of the armor there. So overall, a very nice looking figure. Let's go ahead and pause, come back with the accessories. All right, first accessory. I think a lot of people did not expect this to come out. This is his blade. His big giant axe blade, which again has a very nice detail, paint. It looks like metal. And I really like, let me try to get in a little bit more. I really like the scratches and the dings on it. Looks very nice. The handle, unfortunately, is not painted, just black plastic. Down here, let me check. No paint. So the only place you're getting paint on this thing is on the blade, but I think that's enough. And this is a very tall weapon, as you can see, over 6 inches about. Well, maybe about 6 inches. Let's see. It's taller than him, so it's about 7 inches. So that's nice. Now, where we get some problems is in the saber itself. Now, you know, okay, I've said it many times. Hasbro's painted the armor. Hasbro's painted the blade. What's wrong with painting the saber? What the hell's wrong with painting the saber? This looks like trash. See, this has taken what is otherwise a really good figure, and it's downgraded it because of this crappy plastic-looking gray that they've done and just painted some black over it. I don't like that. It looks, you know, we've got a guy who looks, you know, real. And then we get to toy saber. He looks like a real guy holding a toy saber right now. I don't like that at all. Blades actually go in and out quite easily. One of the blades actually came out as I was opening it. I was like, oh shit, I bet I broke one. But no, it didn't break. Nice solid red blades, as you can see there. No problem with that. We've seen these many times. But again, this saber, I'm not a good customizer, but I might give it a shot just to paint this thing some other color than this horrid plastic gray. I don't like it at all. So that's really the major down step. One thing you can do with this saber is there is storage for it. He does have a belt clip, but like most figures, it's not the best, but it will work. There is no storage for the blade, however. So it looks all right. Looks pretty good. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. So let's go ahead and pause one more time. I will give you guys a look what he looks like with the blade and then what he looks like with the saber. All right, yeah, I mean, it looks the part. Looks great. I like this a lot. I think this looks really cool. You almost need two because both weapons look good. This one's probably going to look a little better just for the reasons I mentioned when we were looking at the accessories. We've got paint on this and it looks really good. He looks very menacing with this blade and looks really good. He's going to be one of the bigger figures on your shelf. So that's what he looks like with the blade. Let me go ahead and get the saber. We don't want to stretch out the hands with the blade, so let's go ahead. The saber may give us a few more issues. I'm not sure. Yeah, he's going to look all right. I mean, yeah, it still looks good. Yeah, he's still got the saber. It's still going to look good. You can probably get two-handed poses. I'm not going to try right now just because I'm not. But yeah, he's still going to look good. But that saber really is kind of an eyesore for me. I really don't like that saber at all. So I might actually get some paint and try to get that going. But really, that's really the only negative for this guy. That, and I would say the shoulder pads are really janky. I mean, I'm barely pushing and they're kind of going all over the place. So just know when you're posing them, you're going to need to move the shoulder pads along with it. But overall, a nice figure, guys. Good luck finding him. He's sold out in most places. I think Big Bad might have him, but they raised him to $40. He ain't worth $40. I'm going to tell you that right now. You can't get him on Amazon. I haven't checked Entertainment Earth, but they've been raising their prices as well. So I'm actually happy to have him. I'm happy that I've got him because he's going to be a very sought after figure. Right now, I mean, he's in the conversation for one of the best Black Series figures of the year for me. So there you go. Savage Opress, steep price, deluxe figure. Is he worth it completely? No deluxe figure has been worth it, in my opinion, yet, since Hasbro's been doing deluxe Black Series. But I'm still going to give him an 8 out of 10. I think he deserves that. The saber is a huge misstep, and the shoulder pads are a misstep, but the rest is actually done quite well. So there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed the review. Go get yourself a Savage Opress if you can. If you can't, well, be patient. Maybe they'll show up at Ollie's. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll see you next time.